Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Today is very sunny, which is great for walking, but as we know, not great for the photographizing. But we have a fork in the road, we'll go left. So we've come to Bury in the camper van for a night at Burrs Country Park, but we've called off at a place called Clarence Park, and we're going to look at Clarence Park and Clarence Woods and Chesham Woods, I think they're called. Never been before, we'll have a look, see what we can find. So far not a lot, but we've only been here for 10 minutes. So, oh my, it's red hot, to be fair. I have gone sans coat, as you can see. So let's get the camera out and see what we can find. Onwards. I've stumbled upon this sweet cherry tree, and I've isolated 3 flowers, and the background is darker than the foreground is, so I'm managing to get those highlighted by the sun where the background is in shadow. The problem I have got is there is a little bit of a breeze, so I might have to up my ISO a little bit just so I can freeze the motion. I have taken one at 125th of a second one, and that looks pretty good, but the highlights do look a bit blown, so I will work on that a little bit, and the settings will go up obviously with the photo. So not a bad start, I don't think. Let's go and find something else. Found another shot. So there's a couple of beech trees that are just sort of bending together, or bending the same way together, I should say. I've darkened the shot right down on the camera because the highlights are really blown out, so I'm exposing for those. I'm at 1/30th of a second f8, ISO 100, sorry, about 60mm. I think it does work quite well, and the rhododendrons in the background are sort of giving it a really dark backdrop to it, so hopefully this one comes out pretty good. If it does, here's a shot. And what are people thinking is the magic number of lenses you need? Is it like guitars where the mathematical formula is X plus 1? Probably right. But do you need an ultra wide, a wide, a standard, a zoom, an ultra zoom, a mega zoom? Or do you not? I've got 3 lenses. Of one I don't use at all, mainly because it's got mold and I need to get that sorted. But that's a 150 to 600, and I'd never got on board with that, like I've said before. Carry with me all the time a 70 to 200, which I might use now and again. but my workhorse is my 24-105. So I find that I don't really need anything else apart from that lens. But is my photography being hindered because I'm only using that lens, or am I just having that lens because of what I'm photographizing, if that makes sense? Does that make sense? I think I know what I mean. I'm not doing grand vistas or things like that, or I'm not top of mountain zooming into things, maybe that's what it is. So let me just navigate this style. Lost me there. Okay. Yeah. And the other thing is I've got a 45 megapixel camera, so that does enable me to get closer if need be and crop. You know, if I'm at 200mm, I can always crop in, and the pixels aren't an issue really. And at the other side of that, if I'm needing a wider angle, I can always do a pano and get everything in the scene. But is it better to get it in camera in the shop? Probably is. So I think where I'm going with this is I need to buy more lenses. That's not gone down well. Let's see, I'm going to get this Sigma 150 to 600 sold, and then let's go from there. But yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys sort of married to one lens, or have you got a couple that you chuck around? I mean, on my M50 I've just got the 15-45, and that does me for walking around lens for my street photography. Let's go lefty. See some composition. Let's go. Let's go right, eh? The air feels better this way, as Gandalf says. So yeah, that's my ramblings for today. Give me your thoughts on lenses. Or should I just go for one of those like 18-300 lenses? You know, you get everything, do you? But they're probably not the sharpest. Anyway, drop us a comment. Cheers, guys. Well, I'm struggling today. It's quite a reasonable spot, mind you, but I'm struggling for compositions. We've had a really good wander around and it's not really grabbing my attention. Having said that, I've found a little scene here that's just of a bridge over what would have been an ornamental pond or something there at some point, I think. And then the trail leads back up, and then I've got the base of a trunk there. It's not going to win any awards, but it's just something to photographize. It's probably going to be black and white as well. So the sun isn't really helping today. I think I could have got a couple of shots, but the sun is negating that. But anyway, onwards and upwards, eh? Shot's any good? Here's the shot. So I found a composition here I really like. It's sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. The immediate foreground one is an oak tree, and then I've got the 3.5 beech trees leading off into the distance. Well, not distance, but it's close enough. I'm focus stacking, so I will talk you through that now. So like I said, there's the first oak tree, beech tree, half a beech tree there. And I'm going to focus on each individual tree there. Okay, so my settings are ISO 100, f8 again, 1/25 of a second. I'm at 70mm. If the shot's any good, here's the shot. I'm really clutching at straws now. I'm photographing daffodils. It's a reasonable daffodil. I don't think it's going to win any awards though. Here's the shot. What I've just been doing there is I've got a branch here. I don't know what sort of tree this one is, and it's got a really mossy tree, a lichen, and it's got some nice side light from the sun. I'm having to watch my highlights because they are quite bright, so I've darkened the shot right down. Excuse me, and I've focus stacked it all the way along the branch and the little branches that are going up as well. So I want the whole branch in focus rather than it fading out into the distance or starting blur it and then finding the focus halfway down. I'm at f10, 1/25 of a second. Oh crap, 70mm and ISO 180. If the shot's any good, here's the shot. This will probably be the last shot of the day. So there we go. Tree. So what we're going to do now is just a really quick sort of focus stack. I've imported my images into Photoshop from Lightroom. I'm going to just click on the first one and hold Shift and click on the bottom one to highlight them all. I'm then going to go up to Edit, sorry you can't see that, but up to Edit and down to Auto Align Images. Just have Auto and just press OK. So that'll take a minute or two. Depending on how many images you've got and how quick your computer is. And then once that's done, I'm going to leave them all highlighted, go back to Edit. I'm going to go down to Auto Blend Layers. So I'm going to click Seamless Tones and Colors and again press OK. And the same thing again, depending on what computer's like, it will get that done for you. So there you can see how it's created mask on there, and everything is in focus from front to back-ish, but you could see some sort of artifacts down the side there, so you might need to just go around your image and make sure it's done a reasonable job of that, and then obviously you can crop that to suit. And then once I've done that, I will do Shift, Option, Command E, stamp it onto one layer, and then you can go on and edit the rest of your image. Well, I think that's us done for Clarence Park. It's very nice, very pleasant, but the sun being out and very bright is not helping the photographizing at all. The wild garlic's just starting though, and that smells amazing, but the flowers aren't out yet, so aren't yet. the flowers aren't out yet. So there was not much to photographise in them either. Like I said before, my snaps aren't going to win any awards today, are they? But it's just nice to get out with your camera, see what you can find. Some squirrels knocking about as well. Next week will be a bit less sedated than what we are today, as it's the Punk Fest. And like I said, I'll see if I can get any snaps. I'll take the M50 and do a little bit of vlogging, because it's a good weekend. Look forward to it. So we're just going to go back to the van now, get to the site, and go for a beer. Well earned, I think. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.